I'm gonna tell you as soon as he presses play.
All
I
right.
don't like that.
For now. What's going on, Esther?
What's up, Jay?
So all right, so for y'all who don't know, actually Esther kind of taught me how to do hair. And then she encouraged me to go to hair school, and I did. I wanted to be a barber at first, but I ended up going to hair school so I can learn everything. And we ended up working together for years, and then I ended up moving to Dallas. So, but we're still super close. She's like one of my best friends, and we were having a conversation earlier about
no, keep going. You keep going about what I did for you.
That's about
okay.
that's about how much I want to go into it. I mean, unless there's anything you want to add. You want to add something to that?
No.
You want to give me some of my accolades?
I will say this. Even though you got into hair because of me, I technically got into color because of you. Because when I started doing hair, we didn't play that color stuff. And I went to a school that did not teach color as well. And I really got comfortable with color because of you. So there you go, bud.
All righty.
All yours.
You know, it's all.
Oh, and you took me to different shops. So okay. You got me to go to certain shops. You know what I'm saying? You put me in different locations. That was okay, and some was, but yeah.
But anyway, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother. No, but anyway, pandemic pricing. And so, we're still working right now as of right now, but some stylists, some barbers charge a little bit extra because of it's like hazard pay because of the pandemic, and some choose not to. And so I was interested in knowing, do you choose to charge a little extra because of the pandemic, or do you keep your prices the same? How do you do your pricing?
So as far as the pandemic is concerned, no. And there's a reason behind it, because I'm not one way.
Hold on 1 second. I think Six Flags opened back up. Six Flags. What is that? No, you hear that noise? It sounds like Six Flags.
Excuse me. Xavier, can you all be quiet, please? No, Jay said that Six Flags just opened back up.
What?
He said that Six Flags just opened back up. Edit time, okay. Pito, quiet. Okay, back to.
Okay.
As far as pandemic prices are concerned, no. But like I was saying, I'm not far right or far left as far as my opinion about it. Okay. I personally choose not to charge during the pandemic because of how I feel when prices are raised during times like this. So we have to deal with inflation anyway. So every year I raise my prices slightly, but I let my clients know, usually around December or maybe at the beginning of the year, things are going to start changing and prices are going to start rising just a little bit, just because in the system that we're in, everything starts to rise as the years go. The prices start to raise as the years go by, but and we have to keep up with it if we want to keep up with the, with inflation, period. However, during a pandemic, I feel like there's a thin line between hazard pay and people feeling taken advantage of.
Right.
And the only reason why I say is because how I feel when I see prices rise astronomically. If you're doubling your price, that's a problem to me. Right. If you're adding another $10, $15, maybe it's okay. And considering the fact that you're working during a time when you can get sick, I think that that's okay too. But when you're doubling prices and charging a lot more than what you're usually charging, and then you don't give a decent amount of time for your clients to adjust to that, I don't think that it can be fair all the time. But I don't want to step on any toes. So by all means, if you need to raise your prices, do so.
How do you feel about gratuity during this time? Like, have you noticed people tipping a little bit more or tipping less? Or like, how do you feel about the
I feel
gratuity?
like I feel like when it comes to gratuity, um, that's based on the individual. So I don't care if it's a pandemic or not. There are people who tip, period. And when a pandemic comes along, or anything that's going on that affects us financially, it doesn't matter, because those people who are tippers tip even more when they know that you may be going through a tough time, or society is going through a tough time. They tip even more. People who usually don't tip still don't tip during times like this. They may give them a couple of extra dollars, but that's just not in them. So that's just based on the individual to me, because I do notice that during this time, the people who always tipped, they're really tipping. You know, they appreciate working during times like these. But the ones who don't, they still don't. Or they may
Yeah.
slightly.
Right. I've noticed that too. But then too, like I didn't go up like that. I think too, because I had a lot of people reach out to me, which I'm sure you did too. Because not only during the pandemic did we have to shut down, you had a baby during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like a lot of people reached out to me. They supported. I was getting like cash apps out of nowhere, Zelles, quick pays, like out of nowhere.
Oh
People were,
yeah.
so
Oh
I
yeah.
said, you know what? I'm just going to not I'm not gonna go up right now. I'm not gonna try to hurt anybody and take advantage, you know. Although I do respect those who do hazard pay, because we are risking ourselves every time we take a client.
Mm-hmm.
No, we are risking ourselves. So you know, it's just something I think that's good to be mindful of. And then, you know, because of what we do, I try to be a good tipper. Now, I know I didn't want this to be a long video, and you know, you can talk about whatever you want to as well, but I did want to ask you what what your goals were next, like what you're going to do next in this business. Do you want to stay behind the chair? Do you want to do something else? Is it hard for you to retire? Because how long have you been doing this? You've been doing it longer than me for,
For like 20 years.
yeah.
But if I want to count schooling, technically since 2012. So I didn't graduate until 2012, but I was doing hair forever. You remember I was that kitchen titian. So
Oh, yeah. Scorching
um
people.
huh?
Scorching people.
But because I've been doing hair for so long, you do get to a point where you want to come from behind the chair. I enjoy it because it allows us to be creative. However, you have to be in a certain type of setting to be even more creative. So when I worked in certain shops in certain areas, or for certain people, like if I did shoots or I started going different avenues of hair, then I can express my creativity. Behind a chair with your regular clients that you've been doing for 10, 15 years, it becomes kind of monotonous. You do the same thing. You do as the time changes, you change with it. You do weave, you go on to, I remember when everybody was getting twists and braids, then weave. So you start to get tired of it because you're not able to express yourself creatively as you used to. Plus, I had kids. So when you have kids, that changes everything also. So I think when it comes to hair, you choose which avenue you go down based on your circumstances. In my circumstances, I'm ready to pull back a little bit and start diving into different things.
Like what?
Like well, I've been making oils for how long, Jay? I mean, like about 10 years I've been doing oils for my clients. And I think one of the most important things to me is hair care. So at the end of the day, if you don't have your stylist or something happens and you don't have someone to take care of your hair, what are you gonna do to take care of your own hair?
Okay, last question. What is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a salon or with a client or with coworkers? Like, what's the craziest? Give me one good crazy story before we get out of here.
Hair related? Because I think you know all of my crazy stories. I can give you two.
Give me
two. The first craziest story that I have is when I lit my client's hair on fire. Now,
Wait,
now,
the blue flame or like the orange?
oh
And
no,
red
no, no.
flame?
Oh no, the blue flame. Oh, the blue flame. I was 16 and my client slash sister, she was like a sister.
Don't
I
try to
watched her
make her a
kids.
sister because
No,
you.
I had to throw that out there because I have to throw some disclaimers out there so that people don't think I'm crazy. But she woke me up. It was during that era of twists when everybody and their mama was getting the twist with the little knots on it into a bun in the back or a bun at the top. And she came and got her twist like a week prior, and she wanted to get those little flyaways in her bun tightened up a little bit, just refreshed. And the way we did that was spray a little bit of spritz, just a little, or no spritz, and we would take the lighter and just light it to get all those melt all those little hairs. Now, was that a good idea? Probably not. However, she decided to come and spray half my bottle of Pump It Up in her hair. And then tell me, Esther, fix this bun real quick. Could you do the little lighter thing? Can you fix my bun? Now, in all honesty, I'm still close to her. So she may have a different story, but in my
Do you still
defense,
do her hair?
occasionally I'll do her hair. she's for real, like family, like she's like a sister. So she's not one of my regular clients.
This is what you should have been using. You spray a little bit of this, and you don't have to use no fire. Just
look, these people. Let me tell you, we had some really crazy habits back in the day, especially when it came to burning the loose ends off of the braids. And so, anyway, make a long story short, I took the lighter, and as soon as I flicked it, her entire head lit up in flames. Now, first it was the orange flame, granted, that burnt all of the
alcohol
all of the spritz, alcohol off. But then it went on up in that hair and turned it to the blue flame. But the only reason why that happened is because she jumped up and took off running. She tripped over her baby chair. She took off running, and that ignited everything. So I think that was the worst. And what was bad is I laughed so hard and it was not funny. It was not funny, but I laughed so hard. Okay. But she forgave me for that. I basically had to cut her hair out, cut the weave out of her hair, and she got a haircut. And from then on, she always had the cutest short haircut. So I think that I was one of the reasons why she decided to start cutting her hair short and cute. Story number 2 was when one of my closest friends was asked to pull my vehicle up. And I was like 8 months pregnant.
That is not how the story.
I was like 8 months pregnant, and I was in the shop, and one of my favorite all-time favorite shop owners and co-workers. Do I want to say their name? I'll say Kanisha. She's one of my favorite people. Anyway, everybody knew how tired I was. My feet was hurting. I had all of this stuff to put in the car. And did I say I was 8 months pregnant? Okay, so
you were 7 months pregnant.
I was knocking on 8.
It doesn't make much of a difference, but you were 7 months pregnant.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make that much of a difference. 8 months pregnant with child number 3. And I asked my friend to help me take these items to the car. And he decided he had some things he had to take care of. And apparently
telling your side. I can't wait for you to finish telling
he
your
apparently had some things he had to take care of. So he decided he felt like my car being pulled up to the door was in the way of what he needed to do, whatever that was. I don't even remember why he decided to move my car away from the door as I was walking out of the door with these items. Now, I asked him not to move it, to wait until I put my things in there. And he drove off. And because I was irrationally hormonal, things got out of hand and we got to scrapping. I think his name was Jay. I forgot. But
okay.
It was,
I didn't say anything when you talked.
Oh, I'm cutting in.
No, you can't cut in.
Oh, no.
That's not fair. No.
Oh, no, I'm cutting in.
No. I'm going to take it to the beginning. Okay.
No, you're not going to go that far with the story.
No, I'm going to take it to the beginning, and I got to give the people some backstory. So first of all, I didn't plan on asking Esther that question. I thought this was going to be a 5-minute video, but I asked what the phrase. I didn't think she was going to say that, but since she did, we're going to have to go there. What happened was where were you going? You were going out of town, and I had my my Dodge Ram truck, my SUV. I had like a Denali or a Escalade or something?
No, you had a Camry, a Toyota Camry. That's what you had.
Okay, no, let's be honest. I had the Chrysler Pacifica. Was it a Chrysler Pacifica?
No, you had a Toyota Camry sitting on 20s. Anyway. Oh no, you had a Hyundai. What is that? What is that? What is it?
Santa Fe.
Sonata.
Oh, a Sonata.
Sonata.
I had a Hyundai Sonata, right? Because I had rims on it.
Okay, you want to put details. I was going to one of my very close clients' wedding to do her hair in Oklahoma. Oh, and I had a Mustang.
No.
I had a Mustang, and he had a family car. So I needed the family car to get on down there.
Let me remove this out of it, because I need to, hold on. I'm gonna have to go gorilla. Let's go gorilla. Let's take this out of it, and we about to go gorilla.
We got to get to school.
All right, so we switched cars for the weekend, and you called me and said, "Hey Jay, we're on the road, we're headed back," and there was a flat tire. So I said, "Oh man," and you said, "What's the key? Is there a key to your rims?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the key should be whatever." So the car was on a donut. So when you came back to work, the car was on a donut. And so I was like, "Man, why didn't y'all take it to the tire place and get the tire fixed? I have insurance on it. It's like $13."
And no. But you gave me instructions on what to do.
Right. I was like,
bring it to the shop.
Yeah, I was like, go to the tire place and get
the tire
fixed. It's $13.
Oh, and, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
So look,
you said just bring it here. Just bring my baby here. You told me to just bring it here. You didn't tell us to go to the shop.
That don't even sound like me. So anyway,
that was your baby.
At the same time that weekend, I was trying to warm the water up at one of the bowls, and I left it running. The water, and something happened on TV, and I'm like staring at TV, and water ran from the bowl all across the floor, and all the flooring started popping up. So I had to end up getting the entire floor in the salon replaced. So I spent my uncle did it for me, and he only charged me for the floor. I spent like $1,500 on the floor. So I had flooring. I have flooring in your convertible. I have flooring in your car, some wood, leftover wood and stuff. And so I was so mad that you didn't get the tire fixed. I'm like, why wouldn't she just get the tire fixed? So
okay, can we go back to that? Because I have a second party who can attest to this.
But wait,
you did not tell us to go to the tire shop. You had special tires.
Right. And
You
I said,
told me to come back.
okay.
Okay.
Right. Let's okay. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Wait.
Because I'm about to
Okay,
get loud.
So no, let me tell you my truth. So anyway, let's get past that part. So I'm at work and you were like, Jay, get the stuff out of my car because you said because we're about to switch cars. And I was like, okay, cool. So we were already snippy with each other that day. I don't know why. So,
I know why. It's because low key, my friend is the type of person who has expectations without opening his mouth. So he's passive aggressive. So instead of telling me, go to the car tire shop and get my tire changed, he says instead, just bring it to the shop. Just bring it to the shop. Now, let me go back to the story, okay? When I asked, first of all, he loved driving my Mustang, so don't act like we just needed. He loved taking that, so that wasn't a problem. The problem was
I found out it was
he had tires that was this thick, okay? Tires that was this thick that popped.
They didn't
that busted.
You hit a deer and hit the antlers, and the whole tire popped. I'm talking about it just.
We were on the expressway the entire time. We hit no potholes, no nothing. Cat, my husband, was low-key mad that I even suggested getting his car because he thought it was going to be easier or we was going to get a rental car. But no, he had this fancy stuff on there and we didn't have the equipment to take care of it. So we had to throw a donut on there. Not throw, but throw a donut on there. And then he said, just bring it back. Just bring it to the shop. Okay. You did.
Anyway, so we're at work. It's the end of the day. What's up, ZZ?
Hey.
Tell her to spray a little bit of this in her hair.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I put the oils in her hair. A little bit of that oils. Okay. Can I have some?
You use your oils on her hair?
Mm-hmm. My growth oils.
So,
take this off because he loves to hate.
But my hair hasn't been done in like a week or two.
Yeah, but in a week. Okay.
So when it was time to leave work, you said, Jay, clean my car out so I can go. You were 7 months pregnant.
I didn't say it like that though. I said,
no, you said it much worse.
Car.
You said it much worse, but we don't use that kind of language in this house. But you said it much worse. And I said, okay. I said, can you pull the car up next to my car so I could just transfer the stuff? You told me, and I want you to tell me anything different. You said, no, you can walk it like you talk it and take that stuff and move it.
Because I was mad at that point.
And I'm like,
I was mad that you were being aggressive when all I wanted to do first, you were irritable. Okay, we were both very snippy. She bit me in the head. You were a little bit snippy because I wanted to put my things in the car first because I was in pain. Okay, see, he never acknowledges that. That was Xavier because that was the time when I had severe sciatica. So anytime
you were pregnant with Zayden.
Okay, Zayden, but I could barely get even into his car without picking my leg up, and he would laugh. You would laugh. Okay, so I was in pain, and I had to put all of these tools in my vehicle. So I wanted to do that first.
No, I was gonna do it for you, but you
were being ugly, so I said I would do it myself. And I wanted to pull my car up first, but he said,
pregnant, we have to go. I'm like, oh my God. So every time
I get pregnant, you steal my food, you become pregnant, and then
put the finger down. Put the finger down now.
You get pregnant too. When I get pregnant, you get pregnant, and then we eat. We fight over food.
We do eat really good food.
We eat for everything. You take all of my food. I have.
This video is not about food. This video.
Okay.
Is about
okay.
Food.
I just want to say that. Don't come to more pregnancies now.
It's about you taking your fist. Oh, because I took the keys and I said, fine, I'll move the car up. So I took the keys.
But
I moved your
let me
car
throw this in there. I asked him to wait. I'll put my stuff in the car, then you can pull it back. He was like, no, because I asked you to pull it up to my car first. So he felt like I was being vindictive by not pulling it up to his car first,
You
because we
were.
were a little
No,
agitated at each
you
other.
were. You were.
It's my car, so if I'm gonna move it up, I can move it back.
You took the car, almost slammed into the shop trying to reverse the car. Then you hopped out like a crazy.
No.
Your fist and start swinging and throwing.
You're missing something. You're missing something.
What am I missing?
Remember, I pulled it up. I walked inside, and me and Zaire was about to start putting items in the car. And as I was walking to the car with my things, he pulls back. As I got out the door,
I moved
pulled
your
back
car next to my car so I can unload.
immediately, as with my hands full of bags. So now I had to waddle my big tail to the end of the parking lot to his car, which was maybe about 50 steps. It wasn't that.
You went straight Markham on me, dropped your stuff, threw your fist up, and started swinging. And I was like, what? So naturally, when somebody is swinging on you, you square up, and we're swinging. And Kanisha ran out the shop.
I tried to knock his head off. I told
Kanisha
you
almost got dealt with trying to break us up, and then you ran in the shop and talking about screaming and hollering. My mom came from under the dryer like, my mama handled you that day. My mama grabbed you, snatched you up. She was like,
she didn't handle me. Mamai was about to get it too. Because when somebody's angry who's irrational, once again, irrational, when somebody's angry who's irrational, they don't see who's around them. His mama is my auntie. She may as well be my mama. She has whooped my butt when I was little, but she was about to get it too. I'm sorry, Mamai. But you can't be grabbing me when I'm about to knock your boy out. He went and got his mama on me.
That was the crazy. That was the craziest.
That was much crazier than catching somebody's hair on fire, because I was really about to throw them bows.
Mom,
it's so funny because
teacher heard you.
And you squared up to a pregnant.
Mom, my teacher heard you screaming.
Esther, go to your room.
Ma, don't add to you. Please don't add to the video.
My teacher heard you screaming.
All right. ... To be continued.
Have
Love
a
you.
good day. See you
Okay,
later.
have a good one. We'll continue.